You know, all of the wall is great. Everything works well.
Yeah.
And then we put a bunch of holes in those walls called windows.
Windows, yeah, okay.
And you know, from your experience, you want more windows in your house or less?
Sure, more windows.
Everybody wants more windows.
Yeah.
You know, it turns out we don't want to be outside, just want to pretend we're outside,
Okay.
right? And so we put in more and bigger windows. Every one of those is a hole. And what is water like? Water likes to come in holes.
Okay.
And the true building science approach, Lexar really understands. Water tends to leak in at the top and does all its damage at the bottom. So we want to make sure the water kicks out at the top. So just a little example of the way it's layered. Notice that house wrap that we had over here.
Yeah.
But in fact, in this case, it was cut and this flashing tape was put underneath so that any water coming down the face can't get in behind. So this peel and stick layer really protects the top of this window so water kicks out over the top of this window rather than leaking in behind.
Okay.
That simple little sequencing, we see missed hundreds of times a year. I go out and take pictures all across the country where the guys, they want to do good work, right? They're craftsmen. They want to do good work, but any given day, they kind of forget. And so that constant training, that really it's the commitment that a company like Lexar has to make sure the guys remember that water runs downhill. I always have to be in a shingled and lapped approach.
Okay.
And this really, it's a system of products that are all compatible. We find a lot of builders kind of cutting and pasting using different materials on different days. This is all a warranted system. That is, DuPont will tell you that if you use this system, that they will offer a warranty to a builder like Lexar.
Okay.
And then imagine this. Let's go to the bottom of the window. I said water leaks in at the top,
Right.
but it does all its damage at the bottom.
Yeah.
So here's a really interesting one. There's a piece of tape here. And you go, well, shouldn't that tape be on top of this window flange? That's the window flange.
Yeah, right.
But in fact, if water gets in, we'd like to let it get out.
yeah, right.
So many builders will miss that. They'll put this tape over top of the window flange, and when the water gets in, it can't get out.
I see.
And we'll show that a little bit later as well. But this idea of making sure we have the proper sequencing. Up here, the sequencing was this way. Down here, the sequencing has to be opposite, so water kicks out of that building.